kick right in front of the goal, and it's in.
Second, cuts to his corner, takes the shot, he scores!
Now for tonight's starting lineups. For the Trinity Hillers, number 1, sophomore outside hitter Jacob Lent. Number 3, senior outside hitter Sam Pearson. Number 4, senior outside hitter Ryan Torboli. Number 5, outside hitter senior Darius Clark. Number 14, junior setter Bryce Bale. And number 20, junior middle hitter Travis McMullen. The Hillers are coached by head coach Larry Myers, assisted by Connor Roberts and Ryan Highland. And now for the Indians of Peters Township, number 2, senior opposite Marcus Biziak. Number 4, junior libero Zach Myers. Number 8, senior middle blocker Lucas Heinen. Number 11, junior center Alex Klein. Number 19, senior outside hitter Ben Duber. Number 22, freshman middle blocker Bear Blood. Number 23, junior outside hitter Andrew Klein. Indians are coached by head coach Jordan Ray, assisted by Maggie Syverson and Tanush Nelakiel. Enjoy the match.
All right, hello everyone. I'm Joe Sprigel on PTCD7 here at the volleyball game. Peters Township coming in 2-2 for those who celebrate opening day for baseball. But here for those going for volleyball, game 5 for Peters Township. Expect to be a good matchup up. We got Zach Myers, a libero. We got 23 Andrew Klein, number 11 Alex Klein, as well as number 2 Marcus Biziak, number 8 Lucas Einen, and the 19 Ben Dumer. Trinity's going to start off the serve. As we prepare for the first point of the match. Nice, it's high up in the air, and Klein going to set up for Andrew with the cross, and a bit too hard, and puts it in the corner right there. Good shot by Klein. Getting his points up first. Get the first point of the night, 1-0. And nice play right there at Trinity as they tried to set up, and as they shifted on over, just fell right between split the defenders. So 2-0 Peters Township off the unforced error, and Marcus Biziak going with the serve up there. Small serve into the back row. As the blocker's couldn't get there, but Klein going to set it up and just a tap over by Andrew. 14 to the 29 as it goes just not enough over, enough power, and illegal hit. Trinity 1 gets the first point of the night. Peters Township 2, and number 3 is going up for the serve. As Peters Township gets their positions up, and short serve right there, and doesn't get across. So 3-1 Peters Township, and it's Andrew Klein going up to the serve. So he's going to get his bounces, and he's going to get the serve up. And saw the serve enough for Trinity to set it up, and off the net, and just bounced it to John's far enough where they can put it in the corner. Too fast to Klein get there. Peters Township still up by 1 as they lead 3-2, but Trinity responding quickly after that error. Trinity still down 2-3. See the spin serve right there, and hard hit, but handled easily by Peters Township as smacked up there by Einen, and to the 3 and to the 4, going to probably put it on over. Peters Township ready for it as they're going to put it again, Dumer right there, and he's going to put off the hands of Trinity. And Peters Township 4, Trinity 2. All right, Lucas Einen going to put it up and off the number 4, too far behind, ran to the corner, and that was an ACE, ace, as the bench reminded us. Peters Township 5, too, as they get an early lead here in the first set. All right, the senior, Heinen, see what he can do, continue. Just a bit too hard hit right there. 5-3. Trinity smacks it on over and high up in the air. Fine. Able to soft set right there and just a small tap over as he can't spike it on over. Too short. 6-3 Peters Township. And it's the captain, Alex Klein, going it. Double 1, number 11. Gets his bounces. And Alex Klein. We got this breaths in. Breathe in and out. Going to get the serve. And bit low to the ground as he gets it, but it goes backwards right there. And off his back foot, he gets it up. Doomer to Klein. And over there, Marks Biziak just couldn't get enough height on it. So Peters Township still up by 2, though, but they can't extend the lead any more than that. Trinity gonna try to get some points on them. So see the blue shirts can do. And cross right there, high in the air, and hits the ceiling. But they're gonna say Peters Township point right there off the double hits. So early errors there for Trinity getting the double hit and just the miscues on positioning. Doomer with the serve right there, and some not so good serves by both sides right there. So 7-5 Peters Township. Both are aiming small, missing small, but cautious serve right there, and Klein gets there before the block scan, but not hard enough where it's off the spike and just off the hands of Peters Township. So 7-6 Trinity as they try climbing on back, and they're going to try to continue this serving streak. Seven up to the 23. Klein to Klein. Back to Klein. And to the bench. Bench not in play. 8-6 Peters Township. It's nice touches for the duo. One might call them twins. All right, let's see what the player, Zach Myers, can do. All right, set up the spike right there. Just too fast for Gilbert. Zach Myers can handle, so 8-7. Trini serving up. Gilbert gets it there this time. Einen with a cross right there, but Trini right there. He spikes on and over right there. Good reaction by Trinity. Body's flying. They need to get on over. They do. All right. Klein number 2 Marks Biziak into the back row, but saved there by Trinity. And Trinity trying to get on over. Oh, off the blockers. Of combined effort of Lucas Einen and Marcus Biziak, the 8 and the 2. Just off their hands, and as it kind of goes in between them. So Trinity ties it all up. And we have a volleyball game. All right, Klein setting up. Einen with the spike, and the speed of light right there. Might have been slower. 9-8 Peters Township. So Marcus can do. And near the side, but they played anyways. 14. Probably a good idea. 5 trying to spike it on over, but he can't get there. I don't know if Einen and Klein got a hand on it, but either way, Peters Township the point. So let's see. Biziak, too hot to handle right now, but cools down a bit. 10-9 Trinity, or 10-9 Peters Township. As Trinity gets the point, and now they get the serve. As for the rules of volleyball. All right, Trinity ready, and Trinity bouncing, and Trinity just pushes it on over, and not far enough as Klein. As Trinity didn't want to play it. Just didn't even bounce for it, thinking it might have went short. But Klein saves it right there, just tapping on over with his right hand. He's down to 11 to Trinity's 9. As we all go to Andrew Klein with the serve, the captain, the junior, and not the point though, not yet at least. And diving right there, Biziak, but good calls by Andrew Klein trying to call for it. But it's going to be Trinity's point as they keep responding back, 11 to 10. So it's actually Talon Stauffer right there, sorry. Stauffer, and good lead by him, and he's going to get 12 to 10. Sorry. Blonde hair, I think, messed up. And Einen not happy about that serve as he's frustrated there, but as a rare mistake by him. But they still have the lead, and Hughes Township going to try to win off these kills. And can they get it right here? Klein trying to put on over, and the joust in front, and Trinity's going to win it. Trinity ties it back up. We're all tied up at 12. Talon Stauffer, the freshman, making an appearance on this Thursday evening. And the 19 trying to put it up. 4 up top, and the donut stayed right there. Klein, he's got on over. It does by Doomer right there. And both sides still going to get down. The cross right there, up, stop, and good hit by Talon. And sets up, and Doomer tried to get the left hand just to push it on over, but a bit too far to the right, trying to hit that sweet spot on the cross, but couldn't essentially hit it. And Trinity has the first lead of the night. All right, Klein sets it up. Doomer right there, the spike, and touch him. Doesn't matter. 13-13. So Pierce Township responds quickly after going down. Didn't take too long of a volley. And so here we go. Alex Klein coming in, and as Stauffer for Marcus Biziak coming in, the senior, or the freshman for the senior. All right, doing his motions, get his breathing exercises in. Klein. Straight sets it up. They try with the cross right there. We're in the corner. Right in the corner between Klein and Einen. So get good shot placement right there. 14-13. It's Trinity. Not going away in the set. Pierce Township not either. So pretty even matchup for both sides. Up top on the back foot right there, but saved it. And Doomer with the shot up there. And I think they're saying he hit the net, and he did. There's some sort of line violation right there. The senior. It's back a bit, but not too much in danger as they see him tap it on over, and the block right there by the 22. Bear Glue, the freshman, says he stands at 6'3". Wonder if that's true or not. But 15-14 Pierce Township as they reclaim the lead. All right, see what Doomer can do yet again. All right, good comms by Trinity as that was too hard hit. They called it out as soon as it releases his hand. 15-15 right there. No side giving, no side pulling. Both sides running at it. As lucky number 7 gets the serve up. Klein, and the cross right there. Klein yet again. It's Klein show right here. Number 2, Marcus right there on the back right there. But Trinity going to slow it down, setting up the spike right there and hits the net, but saved by Doomer. As here we go, Klein, what can he do? Blocked right there, needs to go up, and but they're going to say Pierce Township had the 4 hits right there. Trinity 16, Pierce Township 15. Right now it's just trading shots right there, and Trinity just having the advantage right now. Probably won't expect it to go on for any longer with Trinity either getting the kill right there, but no, it's going to keep on going. As good kill by Pierce Township right there, 16 all. As the 22 is going to sub in for the number 4. Or 4 is going to sub in for the 22, rather. All right, the junior. Small hop and the small serves. And off. And off, sorry, they're going to say, don't know exactly what the call was there, can't really quite see, but nonetheless, it was off Lilbera's upper arms, and Trinity's going to take that lead as Einen try to get it back for Pierce Township, but good response by Trinity right there and block up top. Joust in front, but Klein's going to slow it on down. All right, here we go. Einen, the spike right there, and off the tip right there. Can they save it right there? Needs to get on over. And they do get it on over. Klein calling off his men. Back to Klein with a all tip over. And the cross right there. Ooh, dangerous pass right there, but they get it. Klein. And he's going to hit it again. Or he hit it the first time. And Joust in front. They get it on over. No call right there. And number 8 puts it on over. Einen. Big volley right here. And I don't think Dumer expected in the back row as he just tried to get caught up. And Trinity is going to break the point matching right here. And they'll go up by 2 with the insurance point. Well, Trinity's up right now. Here's some knocked down, or they get a awkward set by Dumer. And the diving effort by Klein to no avail. So, Trinity on run, up by 3. Not something Pierce Township wants to see, but something they'll have to deal with. Just a tall tip over. And can take the cross right there, the spike. That's a good dive by Klein right there instead of the last point. And Andrew up there. All right, sets it up. Here they go again. Andrew right there. He decided to go on, and it went on Trinity's side. Pierce Township responds after going down by 3, and they're going to get the serve. And it's Marcus Biziak, the number 2 of the serve. He is a senior. Let's see the middle block could do. All right, needs to get on over. Not too much height on that, but it gets over. Einen, and tip over by the blockers. And the jump up right there, and good save by Pierce Township as they get on over. If they dare just point right there, and yet again, just stop the forearms of 19 Dumer. So, timeout right there. Pierce Township, the first one, not happy with what they see after this. After just trading points, nothing too impressive so far on either side. Just playing and getting their points, so pretty clean, I'd say, actually, after a rough start. But you couldn't ask for a better set as Trinity gets the lead, but they can either close this out and slam the door on Pierce Township, or Pierce Township can come back. Both, honestly, time and room for both sides. Both sides have the capability of doing it. So 30 seconds to discuss it over. Drop your plays, see what you're doing good, see what you're doing bad. And see you after this timeout. All right, here we go, back into it. Trinity, 20, Pierce Township, 17. First set, Pierce Township coming out their first time out of the set. As 3, going to serve it on up. Einen with the hard spike right there. It is tipped off Trinity, but it doesn't go into the bench, so they can save it over there. And the double shot right there by both of them, combined effort. And it goes right in the corner right there. Great placement by Pierce Township. 18-20 as they come out of the timeout firing. All right, it's Andrew Klein to serve, everyone's favorite. Probably wears 23 because of LeBron or Michael Jordan, but he probably wears it because he knows that number is his number. So they actually probably wore it for him, but, maybe after that one, they didn't. 21-18 Trinity as they're just inching closer onto this first set win, taking control of the game. Then right there, too low, 19, Pierce Township, and to Trinity's 21. It's an unforced error that Pierce Township want to see. Both sides just trying to hit their marks. Orders blocked out and blocked there by Pierce Township. They do it again, but just too high right there, Klein. And the cross right there, just tiny tap over. And off the 18 right there, and Lucas Einen couldn't get there. It was 18 Talon 18 the Talon Stauffer, just couldn't grab it. Hopefully not mispronouncing that name. I know did get some laughs by the boys down the white jerseys after seeing my recording, but again, Pierce Township saved after this one, but 4 hits right there, and Trinity just 2 points away from taking the set. So, I think their biggest lead of the night has 4 points, so Just a bigger hole for Peters Township and Trinity. Could just ease on in with these points right here. And mistake there by Doomer as he just misplayed that, going to the left side instead of the near side. Right to his boys can play it, but all right, here we go. Set point right here. Trinity trying to take the sets 1-0. So they go. Doomer this time plays it correctly. All right, Doomer, see what he can do. Off the Trinity blockers and deflected there. Peters Township reaches the 20 mark. They're not out of this. All right, all they need is 4 points to extend their lifespan in this first set. But work to be done with it. No mistakes, no nothing can be done. As Trinity just can play with their play stress-free right here. The the cross right there, blocked up, and can they survive right there? And they cannot. Einen inching on up, trying to support his boys up there, but unable to grasp it right there in the far shot. So Trinity gets the first set 1-0 as they win 25-20. Peters Township looking to rebound in these upcoming sets. All right, I'll see you after this break. All right, back at it. Trinity win the first set handily. It's going to be actually Andrew Klein rocking the libero. Not rocking the shorts, though, so it's only wearing half the uniform, but it's all right. Junior Brady Panzarella is going to enter the game for the first time. He's up front with the 19, Ben Doomer, and Marcus Biziak, the number 2, as Alex Klein gets to serve on for his team. Low serve right there, and to the right, to just behind the judge. So Peters Township 1, Trinity 0. Good start for them as he gets the ACE, 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 ace. All right, and try to get it on over, but just dug it down into his own team. So Peters Township 2, Trinity 0. Let's see what Klein can do yet again. Up in the air, Trinity can, and just dives on right there as the hand by Lucas Einen just couldn't set it up enough for Klein. Had to get the dive, but reach to the bench. So Trinity gets the first point of the set as they lead sets 1-0. All right, Trinity. Short serve right there. Enough for Klein to handle. With Doomer right there, but blocked up there. The number 4 jumped up and just put it back down. 2-2. All right, Trinity trying to take the lead. That slow start right there. Klein. Spike right there. Too fast for the number 1 libero. And Peters Township going to give themselves some high fives. And Doomer about to serve. All right, serve right there, but handled by Trinity easily. So number 4 goes in the cross right there, but too hard it right there as it goes out. 4-2 Peters Township. Well, off the net right there, but Trinity not enough bounce to have any trouble right there. As blocked by Peters Township, they block it again, but just tap on over Klein and try to put in the corner, and he does. Mere inches from being out, mere inches from being in, and it stayed mere inches being in. Peters Township 5, Trinity 2. Too hard hit right there of Trinity 5, or Trinity. Going to get down by 2 as they cut the lead right there. Trinity 3, Peters Township 5, sorry. And the serve there by Trinity right there, and it's a bit too hard hit, and good calls by the team. So 19-23, both high-fiving each other as they call it out. And libero 23 is going to take a seat right there. So So right, and blocked there by Pierce Township, but saved by Trinity. They're trying to yet again. And it's going to try enough to get it on over right there. Lucas couldn't get enough power on that, but it didn't matter as the block is up front of the net. Just couldn't successfully block it back as it just touched the ground. He's done to 7, Trinity 3. See what Marcus Biziak can do. Marcus with the cautious serve right there. And off the net and to the ground. Trinity 4, Trinity Township still up by 3. Andrew Klein going to re-enter the game. And they're just going to sit down Talon back down. Find the setup for Lucas. Lucas pushes it on over. And out right there. Just couldn't place it. Couldn't place it correctly. Here's at 8, Trinity 4. And here comes Zach Myers. Not rocking the libero uniform. And an unforced error right there as it gets too far right. Trinity 5, Pierce 8. Maybe mad after Andrew Klein stole his fit. It's the net, easier for Pierce Township as pushes it on over right to the bench, and both sides go diving. And almost they take out each other, but Pierce Township wants to keep on celebrating, getting that point, 9-5. In the second set, Trinity winning the first set. So you remember back and winning it 25-20, as although it was very tight the whole time, they just were able to sit on that 3-point lead that they got into quick succession, and were able to just ride it on out and finish up the set, going up 1-0. But Pierce Township still trying to battle back right there. Trinity Klein closed the door as Klein with the run, but couldn't field it. So 9-6 Trinity, or 9-6 Pierce Township. Trinity getting their momentum back. And the shot on over. Up in the air, can they just for it? Missed a shot. 22, Bergalud, freshman. Not happy about that. Played it right, trying to get the bounce, but there's a bit too late right there, and missed the stab at the ball. And Joss on front, can they get it on over? Klein saves it there. All right, just pushed on over, and he puts it in. Just a foot inside. 8 for Trinity, 9 to Pierce Township. As Pierce Township tries to get themselves back in the game, as they're stumbling quite a bit right here in the second set, but they still do have the lead, so lucky for them, and just a bit too outside. Pierce Township trying to build off that error, so although it wasn't their doing among it, but always something to build off. As in the libero now, Andrew Klein, 23, is junior, try to serve. Maybe we jinxed him. Maybe he hurt us. Always the famous announcer jinx right there. Pierce Township 10, Trinity 9. All right, 14 is going to serve. Put it up, small hop, and small serve. Side right there and off the blockers, but saved by them. So we'll try it again and to the back row, but Klein sets it up. There we go. It's back quickly, and good comms right there by Pierce Township as they were adamantly calling it out, and they were right. 11 Pierce Township, 9 for Trinity. But this is the score earlier with Pierce Township still the lead, like in the first set. But Trinity was still able to win this, so Trinity not too worried, but Pierce Township wouldn't be too worried either. And good stab right there. Can they save it? Fine, he's gone over the dive. And just to the right of the antenna. So, great effort there as just never gave up on it. It's Trinity, 10, Pierce Township, 11. Trinity going to serve right here. and just the punch on over. Klein wants to call his boys off, and good hit again. And just a delayed shot right there. Just beat them on the jump and unable to bounce back. With the dribble and the serve, Klein serving up, and the spike right here, blocked right there. Mark's busy, I couldn't react quick enough. Trinity not taking the lead. As I said, that 2-score lead is probably one of the worst leads in volleyball. Peters Township down 4. First time in quite a while in this second set. And to the benches, or to the ankle of the coach, so good save by him. Trinity just want to keep on taking that lead. No timeout yet, as Brady Panzarella is going to enter the game. Good service push on over. And on the cross right there, puts the defenders between the 14 and the 5. All right, Peters Township still down by 1. Let's see if they can tie it back up. And it's the 19, Ben Doomer, going in for the serve. On so many apparent mistakes that Peters Township needs to fix, as both sides playing very even right there. Hard hit right there, and Peters Township able to get on the backside, but I'm going to adjust right there as it goes to the bench, and nowhere to run for Peters Township as the tip, and Trinity is going to get that 2-serve lead as they get the kill. Fielding the 8, the spike right there. Probably the fastest spike on Peters Township. They're not going away easily. See what the Marcus Bisiak, the MB, the middle blocker, can do. And almost went out, but Trinity played it anyways, and good block by Peters Township. Trinity trying to get the point right there. Can they get it? And all over the net, and trying to joust on right front, but it comes with strong here by Trinity as he stands tall. Trinity up by 2. 15 for Trinity, 13 for Peters Township. Trinity upsets 1-0 as they've been getting those key points off the joust and up in front. Building 20 to number 8, and I think hit the antenna. So 16 for Trinity as they get that 3-point lead. And Trinity in quite the good position right now, but not out of it yet. As there we go, as that 3-point lead only lasts for a couple seconds. Peters Township with the serve, and if this is the time to get back in the game, it's probably right now. Panzarella out, Zach Myers in. Myers the serve into the back row up top, and they joust in front, and the 14 pushes on over. Too quick to handle for Peters Township. What a play by Trinity. And let's see, the Hillers can try to continue and close it on out, slam the door, and just effectively just drive into that 3rd set win. But first of all, they need to win the 2nd set. Einen trying with the spike off the tip, and almost a miscommunication right there, but played anyways. And off the back foot right there, but Doomer is right there to recover. And the 8 trying to put it on up with his one hand, but off his fingertips. Trinity up by 4. And timeout by Peters Township as this has been slipping away for them. So no timeouts used for Trinity in this whole game, but the first timeout used of the set for Peters Township, and 2 timeouts in the game. So just gonna see what Jordan Ray can talk over. I think it just comes out in the joust in front. Trinity, they haven't been having some great setups right there, being able to win the joust in front, just the net points. But I'd say actually what's probably deciding though. I think there has been like 4 points for Trinity alone in front of the net. What changes you're gonna make? I think we'd see them right now in this new playstyle that Peters Township has. Trinity is going to have the serve. Trinity is up by 4 points and only 7 points away from having this comfortable 2-set lead. Pierce Township looking to get their best start in their season since 2 years ago. Not too far, but in close memory that these boys can remember how good that felt. Number 8, Einen, and the blockers could do their job of blocking. Pierce Township down by 3. Not quite too much of a deficit right now, especially where it's at. As Trinity they're tied up and they got their 4-point lead. Pierce Township could easily do the same right there, but not right now as the combined efforts of Bear and Alex just go to the right, just block it to the right and into the scorer's table. 19 for Trinity, Pierce Township 15. Just trading points right now. All right, the set with the serve. And just too short right there, the unforced error. Pierce Township 16, Trinity 19. Not too high enough. Trinity is going to make some subs right now, but it's going to be Andrew Klein with the serve, Libero. See what he can do, get his team back into the game. Klein with the serve and onto the back row. Onto the cross right there up top. And I say touch the net, I think, or sorry, they were just saying illegal hit. So a good break for Pierce Township that need. See what Andrew Klein continue to successfully do. And too hard hit right there. Klein's going to try to shake that off right there. 20 for Trinity. As they hit that mark and not too far away from winning it all. And unforced error right there. Pierce Township still within 2. Very winnable set right there. Very winnable set for Trinity. And it's going to be the captain, Alex Klein, wearing the double ones. All right, doing his breathing exercises, doing his dribbles, and getting his serve ready. All right. Too hard hit right there, just a bit outside. 19 Pierce Township, they're climbing their way back on slowly and steadily. Thanks to a couple of Trinity errors, but I think Trinity can thank Pierce Township for some of the errors that they've had themselves to get this lead. Bit too short right there. It's all right, Alex, you'll get them next time. Stop right back. So we're gonna give the ball back to Trinity. And see, Trinity can respond right here, trying to close it on out. As they get the spike right there, it's gonna block, but it's gonna land on inside. Trinity, good block up front. Another net point right there. Trinity 22, Pierce Township 19. All right, set, Klein. 19 Doomer right there, and off the blockers. So, tip right there, Pierce Township hits the 20 mark. And I think we'll have a close race to the finish of this set. Trinity upsets 1-0. So huge set win for either team if they get it. Extends the lifespan of Pierce Township, but what's in the driver's seat for Pierce Township as this one goes into the stands. Pierce Township within 1. ACE, 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 ace. All right, the 19th, Doomer. See what 1-9 can do it. On his knees and gets the dig. And off to the libero, Andrew Klein. Just hard hit right there that just put his arms out, but couldn't do anything with it. Just scraped off it. 23 for Trinity, 21 for Pierce Township. The libero go back to serve. Klein sets up on his back foot and the joust in front. Klein steps up to save it, but it goes out. What an excellent play by Andrew Klein to save his team off of the joust, but another net point win for Trinity as they're getting this set point right there. And a big mountain to climb for Pierce Township and some communication right there. Because Einen off the tip right there with Trinity right there to save it, and they get on over. They do get on over. And off the tip right there, the dig is unsuccessful. Trinity gets the set's 2-0. Pierce Township not happy. They're going to need to come back of a lifetime to go to stop from losing this game and go down in the record 2-3. So lots more volleyball to play. All I say, you know, they're gonna still 0-0 on the score sheet, and I think Pierce Thompson's gonna say 0-0 as Andrew and Zach are gonna go back to the locker room to probably switch out the libero and just the regular hitter uniforms. 0-0 coming into the third set. I'm Joe Scout on PTCT7. We'll be back within 1. All right, 20 seconds left to resume. Pierce Township down sets 2-0 to Trinity Hillers. Trinity trying to get the easy and just drive the easy pathway for a sweep in this volleyball match. And just stab on over as Klein sets it up with the number 8, Luke Zine, and it's going to block, but it's going to land on Trinity's side. Pierce Township, common theme right there as they go, sets 1-0. Great setup and great hit by Einen as he tried to get as he got it on over, but couldn't get blocked by Trinity. So let's see what Trinity can do right now. And Lingus in the game. Going to Klein right there, another one, similar play right there, except different people. So it's Einen and Klein getting the first 2 points for Pierce Township. And here can Lingus. Let's see what he can do. Tyler Lingus, 34. He's a sophomore. And this is the dig right there, but the diving efforts by Zach Myers, although he saved a point on his side, he just delayed by a few seconds as it goes out to the right side. All right, fine with the tip on over, but all right, to the side and just the push. There's Klein to Einen. I see get the spike right there, but it's blocked and joust up front, but Klein able to save that. Klein yet again, off the face, but Pierce Township 3-1. I don't know if it maybe hit off the face. Nope, definitely is as he's reaching for it, but he seems all right, so just gonna laugh it off. Trinity still down by 2, but clearly not a problem for them as we've seen in the early first 2 sets. Let's see what Pierce Township can do to avoid the sweep and maybe get a win at this one in a surprising and very shocking fashion as the dig right there by Trinity. And off the joust in front right there, but Trinity will bring the donut that was filled. All right, and off the gap, and number 1 libero tried with the outstretched arm, but couldn't get there. 4-1 Pierce Township as they're on a quick start right there. And here comes Andrew Klein, now in his white jersey, no longer libero. See what he can serve up. All right, jump in the serve, and you know, Andrew, we like you for a lot of other qualities on the volleyball court. And sometimes serving ain't one of them, but it's all right. Fine. Einen, the serve, the block, and the save by Trinity yet again. All right, and boy, couldn't get too high right there as off the net and bounce in. 4 hits right there, official call. 5 for Pierce Township and 2 for Trinity. All right, top spin serve right there. Sets up the cross right there, but to the back row, Klein. Alex trying to push himself away, and Doomer up top, but because he took the hit and got the ball over. Again right there, Doomer, blocked by Trinity yet again. Another net point loss right there. Pierce Township 5, Trinity 3. All right, so Trinity gained back their legs after that false stumble. Fine. Doomer, and couldn't get over the net as it just rolled on it back to Pierce Township's own zone. And Klein, the outside arm. So Trinity, they're down, but they weren't out as they tied back all up. $15 up top. Trinity, and we're gonna say double hit right there for Trinity. Pierce Township will take the lead 6-5.
Yeah,
as they just hits the net. And Pierce Township 7, Trinity 5. See what Pierce Township can spawn right here, trying to build on that lead. Klein, breathing exercises, and the serve. And it's over, and Joust up front is not going to amount to anything, as Leinen's going to set for Klein. And see Doomer with the spike right there, 2 hard hit right there, up by 20 feet. And 7-6, Pierce Township still the lead, but Trinity cuts it to 1. All right, in the play. All right, Doomer on the cross right there. And he's pushed it on over. Pierce Township expecting the setup. And so good deception right there, just for Trinity to tie back all up. Klein puts it on up. Back to the 19 Doomer. Doomer. 4. They block it right there, and off the sides of the 22. They're good. So Trinity going to take back that lead, 8-7, as their upsets 2-0. Eagles with the shot and the dig by Trinity, as up front right there, and the kick right there. The first time I've seen that. So 8-8. All tied back up. You know, if it wasn't a violation, it would have been a pretty cool shot right there, but under the net, and he can't even kick in the first place. So 2-hitter right there with a 19 Ben Doomer. Going through the smack over, but off the back foot is Trinity right there, and the joust in front as Lingus couldn't get there. And after Lingus couldn't play it, he tried to hit it to the side, and Klein wasn't ready for it. 10 for Trinity and 8 for Pierce Township. And the dig unsuccessful right there. Trinity still up by 1, but Pierce Township battling on back right there in this third set. They're down 2-0. This is a must-win set for Pierce Township. And miscommunication right there. It's the 20 left for the 3, but couldn't get there in time. We're all tied up at 10. Zach Myers with the serve right there. Small hump and small serve. As he gets too far over right there, Klein reaches on over. What a point by him. Huge hit right there. As they had to take quite a moment to retrieve that ball after that hard smack by Andrew Klein. So Pierce Township reclaims the lead. Let's see what they can do with it. 14-20 with the smack over. Both sides clawing at it, but Trinity going to tie back up as we get to lucky number 11-11, Make-A-Wish. Trinity, and there's just this put on over by Libero to the Klein to the Heinen, and I think they're to say legal hit right there as Pierce Township 12, or not a legal hit, but they just touched the ground. Pierce Township 12, Trinity 11. Or they call a tip right there. No call yet, and they called no tip right there. Trinity not happy about that. I think there was maybe a finger got there, so good break there by Pierce Township as Lingus is going back to serve. So no review on that one, or at least discussion. And over too far right there, but Einen frustrated right there. That was an easy point for them. He had to smack it down, but tried to go for the block. And rolls just right down his arms. Trinity, lucky right there not to go down by 2. Or sorry, 3, I guess. And maybe volleyball don't lie as Trinity ties it up at 13. And Pierce Township throws out to the left it right there, but just snuck in barely. Trinity retaking the lead. And with Zach Myers trying to get his hands up there, just tipped off him and out. Trinity with the insurance point right there, 15-13. So the Hillers trying to close it on out right there as Klein puts it up to his brother. And on the 8th, and with the cross and back into the corner. 14, Pierce Township, Trinity, 15. Looks like it's not using a timeout yet. Tops him right there, but they're just a bit too short. Klein quite struggling today. Start right there up top. Klein to Doomer and tipped on over. So Trinity's gonna have to play it up. And they do try to spike it on over, and they do. Einen and Klein couldn't block it. 17 for Trinity, Pierce Township 14, as they go down by 3. That is a 3-point lead that Trinity has had often throughout the sets, and it's a one that they don't really give up. So, not a good sign for Pierce Township as Einen showing the frustration right there, just a tiny bit, as he jumps up slightly down, up and down slightly, trying to get his anger out. Trinity up by 4, largest lead of the sets. And just the tap on over with the tip. Pierce Township still battling back. They're not out of this. As it looks like Lucas Einen's going back to the serve. And he is. Number 8, the senior. See what he can do. As we look at the good senior photos up top, right there on the railing. Klein, 15. Goes on over though. Pierce Township trying to get ready. And they do. Good dig by Lingus. Klein trying to put on over, and he puts it right down behind his back as the fans shout out his name. Student section getting rowdy bit right there. Most of them wearing red, actually. Might call them the rowdy red, I'd say. Trinity 18. They're still up by 2 points, and now they're up by 3 points. That's a 2-hard hit right there. And Trinity goes on to retrieve it. So 6 points away for Trinity. Wouldn't be wrong to say time's running out for Pierce Township. And it's right in the donut right there. Pierce Township 17. Cuts the lead to 2. So that 3-point deficit looks a lot better right now as they're only down by 2. And with the serve right now, see what Captain Klein can do. The block gets set, but doesn't get on over, and they need to get on over, and they do. And Pierce Township not happy about that call right there, but volleyball don't lie, as the bench is excited right there. They're only down within 1. So Jordan Ray wants an explanation, but he's not going to give a quick one, as he did get the point, though. Might not have gotten a quick one either if he lost the point. So you see what's that's good karma for Pierce Township, as the short serve with not a lot of height on there. Can they block it right there? But do hide it right there as it goes over everyone. Roll tub at 19. So Trinity, despite being up by 4, is now in a tie game with Pierce Township. They are upsets 2-0. So maybe the extra pressure with their backs against the wall is giving some leverage by Pierce Township to push this to a 4th set. Klein, and just dig right there by Pierce Township blocked up, and Trinity is trying to push it on over. Both sides doing it yet again, and to the back corner, but unable to dig it up is Pierce Township, is on Trinity actually. So Pierce Township going to take the lead with a wow, and timeout Trinity as the bench gets hyped, and as the fans get hyped. And we'll get 1 minute. Pierce Township just 5 points away from getting their first set win of the night and avoiding the sweep. Trinity just 6 points away from going home. Next line. Trinity trying to get it on over to the back row, so easily handled by Pierce Township. As they the cross right there, and off the blockers right there, they say touch it, he did! Pierce Township with the insurance. They say he did tip it, 21 Pierce Township, 19 Trinity. And let's see Klein continue his hot streak right here. They did try freezing him, but they came out of the timeout firing after that first timeout used in the game for Trinity. And so obviously, Flame is going to die out eventually. Trinity 20, Pierce Township 21, and Trinity's going to line try to tie back up this game and get closer to that match point. Cross right there, blocked right there, but they just hang on to it, and they say, grab, illegal hit. 21, 22 Pierce Township, 20 Trinity, 3 points away from winning it. Trinity needs some points to extend this match. All right, sets up on both sides and blocked right there, but it goes out. Pierce Township 2 points away from slamming the door on Trinity. Would be a heartbreaker. And yet another timeout in quick succession as everyone trying to freeze the upcoming server. So Trinity wasn't happy with the way they came out of the timeout. Hopefully they can try it the second time. They're upset 2-0, so not too urgent. Their backs aren't against the wall. But Pierce Township can rise this momentum to maybe a epic comeback win after almost being dead to the right. So 35 seconds left in this timeout. Pierce Township going to count them on in. As they're going to get their personnel out there, they're going to get their subs, they're going to get their water, they're going to get everything. And a no serve right there. Stuner didn't like the way he threw it up. All right, second try right here. He gets the hit off this time. And good response right there by the quick serve right there as they get off it to the bench and over to the water. Just barely missed it, so Trinity can stay hydrated for just a little longer. 24, Pierce Township. Well, they get the match point right there. Or not the match point, sorry, the set point. Pierce Township wishes it was the match point as well as Trinity as they're to play some longer right here. All right, Doomer with the serve. And digged up right there by Trinity. They block it right there, and too hard hit right there. Set win for Pierce Township. They're still down sets 2-1. And I think they changed it right there. Oh, I think they say you just got a hand on it. I was excited right there, and the bench was excited. So we're going to extend this route right there. Just 3 more points right there can really delay this Pierce Township victory, or maybe it can snub them for the victory. Let's there we go. Does Volleyball don't lie? And there we go. Trinity didn't like that. They're saying double hit, I think. Or they say, I think just a line violation right there. So Pierce Township will get the set win. So that's 2-1. I'm Drew Skull on PTCT7. We'll see you after this 3-minute break, heading into our 4th set. Zach Myers with the serve right there. I think a line violation, couldn't really see what it is, but Pierce Township happy about that as they get quite the break right there. It's off the Zach Myers' serve right there. So gets a second chance at life. And up top to Jocelyn From right there, but he can't get on over. Pierce Township upset 2, so they say 4 hits right there. Pierce Township 2-0. Pierce Township was able to heartbreak Trinity right there in that last set as they were down by a good 4 points late into the set, but would come back right there. As Pierce Township looks to ride this momentum as Klein tries to get on his first point of the set. Into the back right there. Myers trying to spike it on up. Klein needs to get on over. Can he get on over? He can't get on over. Good save by Pierce Township, but Trinity not done yet right there as they get in the donut hole. But good save by Zach Myers. A dive right there. Einen, can he get the spike? He cannot. Just a bit too hard and onto the outside. Trinity get the first point of the set off of the error. Stop number 8, Einen. Both sides battling back and forth with the volley right there, and that's a bit too hard hit. So Trinity responds with an error of their own, 3-1. Pughtown still with the lead as Lingus is going back to serve. See what the sophomore can do. And good jump there by the blockers, although not needed as it just hit the ground. 4-1 Pierce Township. Trinity can go on several big runs, so Pierce Township want to try to build this lead off as much as they can. Klein's going over, and the joust in front, both sides going up, and both sides just taking a stab at it. And then there's a second hit for Andrew Klein, and Trinity's going to get the net point right there. Good kill by Trinity right there. And just goes backwards right there as Klein easily gets thrown on over. And off the fingertips, but Pierce Township would have calmed on down, and Klein, and it's going to be tipped off Trinity, and Pierce Township's going to go up 5-2. Klein finding his bounce, and Klein has 2 people go for it, but it would avoid the collision right there. It's blocked by Pierce Township right there, and they couldn't stab at it. 6-2 Pierce Township. Andrew Klein just not having quite the day on the line, so gives up a point right there. Trinity going to get back to the serve right there. Cross right there. Doomer just trying to push it on over, and goes backwards as he sneaks it on over, and it does. Klein calls it out, and Einen puts in the corner, splits the defenders of the 1 and the 3. Pierce Township still maintaining that 4-point lead as Zach Myers is going to come off the for. Just going to come and sit on the bench for Berglund. Einen. Short serve right there, and the diving effort by Trinity is good as it gets tipped up in the air. And Klein going to try to set it on up for the 19. Doomer with the tap on over. Both sides volleys flying, but not enough for the effort. So A for effort, F for points. 8 points for Pierce Township, 3 for Trinity. All the way back there as it went out. Just a bit too hard hit right there. Trinity 4. Trinity. It's number 4 is going to serve actually. And off the net, so good serve right there, but good save by Andrew Klein right there as good block right there by Trinity. 8-5 is the score, and Trinity's number 4 is going to go back and get the serve. There's the number 11. Just the tip on tap over, and a joust in front right there, and Trinity wins it yet again. And the dive right there by Klein. Can't put it on up and unsuccessfully digs it up. So Trinity, after that 4-point lead by Pierce Township, has evaporated as the deficit is cut to 1, and Trinity going to look on with this hot serving streak to tie back up. But Pierce Township, as Doomer put some doom into that, 9-7. Pierce Township, as they're going to continue, and it's going to be Alex Klein going back to serve. Kind of the tap on over, and good serve by him as Ivan puts on up. Doomer with the shot right there, but it's going to get blocked, but a bit too hard, so another chance for Pierce Township, and just to the Black Blockers, and up top and pushes on over, but good reaction by Pierce Township as they're going to try it again, and the Doomer goes fall on their side. Pierce Township 10, Trinity 7. And two-hearted right there off the volley. Pierce Township getting that 4-point lead back. Let's thank Zach Moore for going picking up that ball. And Klein just not tall enough right there to get it on over. So deficit cut to 3. Trinity with a tap on over and put up by Klein. To Klein, to Doomer. And off the hands, Pierce Township gets the point. 19 is having a very good game today. And as 19 is going to go back to serve, let's see what Ben Doomer can do. And digged on up. And gets on over for Pierce Township. 11 as 23 with the Andrew off the tip, but saved by Pierce Township, or saved by Trinity. Trinity going to try to go in the back row. Klein trying to save it as he just puts it in the donut hole right there. 13 for Pierce Township and 8 for Trinity. Good heads up play by Klein as going to talk it over at the bench. As Doomer gets ready for another serve. Put some spin on that. And right in front right there, Klein dives up. Lingus going to save it. He's going over right now, and it does. All right, so after a, looks like an easy point for Trinity, turned into a good volley right now on both sides. So let's see. And off the spike right there, and barely stayed in. Pierce Township still has the lead up by 4, so. But Ben Doomer's hot streak's going to end right there. And 14 going back to serve for Trinity. The 11, Lingus, the shot right there, too hard hit. Yet again, the 23 Klein puts on over and onto the back side. It's the net, and Lingus is going to put it on over, so both sides volleying up. Here we go, and right in front, in the joust, and Klein tries to take the stab, but couldn't get there. Pierce Township had a 5-point lead, but a good points in succession right there for Trinity has cut this lead to 2. And not tall enough there, so Pierce Township gets a point off the unforced error. And off the block right there, unsuccessful, but they're able to get it on over right there. And stabs right there by taking by Trinity as they can't get it on over. Pierce Township still up by 4 as they reach the 15-point mark. And Lilbert, Zach Myers going back to serve. And Klein off the face head again. 16-11. Seems to be okay, but Peters Township up by 5. So that little scare by Trinity coming back is delayed for now, as they're getting closer and closer, going back to 2 sets to nothing. That's in right there. Oh, just barely missed. The 11 to the 23, and up in the air. Trinity save it as they're going to try to set up in front of the net, but too far right there as Lingus gets the spike on over. What a point right there. Might need some less hour on JV and more hours on the varsity, I'd say. Pretty up right there and splits the defenders right there. Peters Township 17, Trinity 13. At the libero to serve right there. And to the fellow libero on the other side right there. But then really to hang the judge as Einen couldn't scoop that one up. 17 for Peters Township 14. So still in a comfortable position, but Trinity trying to claw their way on back. Fine to Einen with the spike. And Peters Township just 7 points away from tying all these sets up. Trinity up sets 2-1, win the first 2. But Peters Township getting a good set win in the last one and trying to continue to ride the momentum. Trinity not playing too terribly, but just haven't had the 50-50s going their way. And this side, apparently, as there we go yet again, as another mishandle up front. So net point there for Peters Township after Trinity has been dominating them all night. So 19 Peters Township, 14 for Trinity. And hard hit right there. Let's Peters Township set up yet again. The spike right there, back in the corner. Peters Township in the 20 mark. They're up by 6, and timeout Trinity. And they're going to have one more timeout left after this one. So 1 minute timeout. All right, just going to keep on just reiterating what you know. As I'd say Coach Jordan to say, hit your marks. 45 seconds left in this timeout. I'm just on PTCT 7. I'm your play-by-play commentator and your color commentator. As my co-commentator's down there on the bench in the huddle, right there, the 27, Jack Skowski. I'll see you after in about 30 seconds, folks. All right, back into it. Andrew Klein back to serve as Trinity is still going to take their final moments right there. Toss in serve right there, and he gets it on over. And blood right there, and off the back foot into the bench right there. Can they save it? Klein needs to get on over, and he does right there on the back row. So prices are there for Peters Township. The spike right there ends any hopes of a good point right there for Peters Township, as Trinity's going to come out of the timeout smashing right away. Still down by 5, but Trinity always willing to battle it back, but off the unforced error on the serve right there. Peters Township getting closer and closer from tying all these sets back up, and we'll go to a epic 5th set. And remember that, folks, as first one to 15 points, and all sets are won by 2. And spin right there, and the dig on Abel. ACE, 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 ace. Einen, the serve yet again, and up to the top side, and they're going to say some sort of violation right there. I think they're saying, yep, they're going to say it. 2 shots, or 2 double hit. Trinity 23, Peters Township, or Trinity 15, Peters Township 23. Just 2 points away from getting these sets all tied up, and another hard smack right there as Einen, probably one of the hardest hitters on the team. And Doomer on the joust in front. Can they save it right there? They cannot. Trinity just going to delay that set win for a little while, but I probably shouldn't say that too early, as Pierce Township is still just down sets 2-1, as nothing is official. As you can't really wait the clock out in volleyball, as you have to hit your points. But Pierce Township is going to get it closer again. All right, let's see what Klein can do. Can he close it on out? Set point right here. Gets his breathing, so I'll go quiet. Trinity cuts the lead to 7 as after the missed block right there. So, see if they can win it off the Trinity serve. Number 7, back to serve. Fine, decline, to Doomer, to the ground. Pierce Township ties, he sets 2-0. Way to go, Coach Jordan Ray. Getting his teams back into it. As it's going down 2-0, as it looked like it was all over, but Pierce Township was actually down by 4, but as Pierce Township sticking their toes out, sticking their tongue out, and just keep on fighting, as we're actually going to a 5th set, so we'll get out here a little bit sooner, as it is 8:30. So actually, it's a quick, very quick match, as both sides only taking 1 timeout. So 3 minutes to discuss right there. I'm your color commentator and your play-by-play commentator, Joe Chicago. PTCT7, my co-commentator, Jack Kelsey, down there on the bench in the huddle. All right, 5th and final set. Here we go. All sets tied up 2-0. Pierce Township was down sets 2-0, but they came back in 2-2. So every set counts right there. And Pierce Township, oh, they're very close right there. So just a bit too much on the outside. Trinity gets the first point of the set. Every point, oh, we only go to 15. Remember that. So just want every set, every point to count, every play to count. And oh, miscommunication right there between Doomer and the rest of the crew. So Trinity goes up 2 sets and 2-0. Not the start Pierce Township wanted. And another misplay right there. Jordan Ray is going to direct his troops right down there. So down 3-0 right there. Not the start Pierce Township wanted, but easily can come back, and off the back foot sets it up for Einen, and Einen gets the blocked up stop, and it goes outside, and first point of the night for Pierce Township. Coming in close right there. So lucky, but it works out for them. Only down by 2. Let's see if they can get this start going. Ever since Lingus is going to get the serve, and ever since he's been in the game, he's been pulling the team back into it, and short right there. The dig's up, and can they get the spike up and out the joust? But Klein right there to setting it up for his brother. All right, Klein yet again, the block right there. They say he didn't touch the net right there. I'd say I'd have to agree. So Trinity 4, Pierce Township 1. Just take out your tongue, wiggle your toes, Pierce Township. You got to do this, all right? And off the, oh, good serve right there off the net, but Klein going to try to get a spike right there, and it's under the net, sorry. So Pierce Township 2, Trinity 4, as a key point right there, not to go down by too much. So see if they can do this. This is a huge point right there for Klein to get his team back into the game and not go down by too much. But we're going to have to wait a bit longer right there. All right, dig there by the libero. Einen right there, did touch the ground, no, it didn't. They saved it right there, but again, can't get it on over right there. So just trading shots right there, as Barrett Glute's going to get on the game for the libero, Zach Myers. Einen getting the top spin serve right there into the back row, but it's easy there, as not too hard hit, and into the back row as they put it right down past everyone. Trinity 6, Pierce Township 3, as they need 9 more points to win. Pierce Township not worried, as this is a easily coming back lead right there. So they think the serve up right there, and it's battle up front. It goes a bit behind. So you back check right there, but to the bench, and Einen extremely frustrated right there. And timeout there by Pierce Township, the first one. Probably very good use as they're just making pretty stupid mistakes right there. Just not even just hitting the ball to the ground into the side. I mean, they have come out time that's firing, so it's what they will need. As even if it's not something you can really preach, because they obviously can't preach just to not make errors, but you can preach to say a pause in the action, a break, to pick up any momentum for Pierce Township. As Tree gets some water, Pierce Township wipes up some sweat. Hillers versus the Indians. Well, if you certainly wanted a good volleyball matchup, you certainly got it. As we're in the 5th set, both sides. Trinity is getting out of the gates a bit quicker right now, but can Pierce have to catch up, or are they going to leave them in the dust? Klein to Klein. Doomer blocked up top. To Klein. Klein pushes on over onto the back foot, but saved by Trinity. Trinity going to try to get on over. They block it right there and off to the ground. Trinity 8. Pierce Township 3. Einen can't do too much about that. As Einen's going to take a seat. Get some fresh buys right there. Talent style for the freshman into the game. As Trinity's going to try to get the serve up, and they do. Bit cautious serve right there. As easy to go to set up for Alex, and to 5th to 19. Doomer right there, and he gets to the point right there. Good response by Pierce Township. Still down by 4, but let's see what Klein can do to get them back into this game. Not the serve that Klein wanted, but it's going to have to win their deal with it. So just as they keep shouting to get them back into the Pierce Township coaches just keep shouting them to get back in the game. And there's something that they can use to build off right there. Down by 4. You know, it's already been a great comeback for Pierce Township just getting into this 5th set, but it can be an even greater comeback now, down by 4 right there with only so many points to spare right there. As another misstep by Doomer right there as Trinity reaches the 10-point mark, getting harder and harder for Pierce Township to make it. Just too many errors right now just made by Pierce Township. As Trinity's number 7 is going to go back to the line. I'm George Spigal, back on PTCG7. We're actually live actually on the Boys Volleyball channel for Pierce Township. As 11 to goes to 25, and the point right there, 6 to 10. So Pierce Township just keeps battling right now. It's not an impossible task in the world, but it certainly is difficult. As percentages of them coming back is certainly dwindling, especially with how far they're into the 5th set, as they need only 5 more points for Trinity to win this all. So as Zach Myers is going to go back into the game. And if you didn't say we're not on the edge of the seats, then I'd say that you'd be lying. As another miss heard by Pierce Township, probably like the 4th misserve right there. Trinity not shying with a 5-point lead right there. 4 points away from winning it all. So Trinity puts it up. Zach Myers tall in the air. Pierce Township needs to get back into this game as the block right there. Pierce Township 3 points away from losing it. Would be a heartbreaker. Trinity would be just surviving, just trying to get out of there, trying to get back to their bus. Trinity trying to go home happy. Same with Pierce Township, but it's looking a lot less likely. Pierce Township up to the 11, up to the 23, 23, back, tipped off. Pierce Township 7, Trinity 12. Pierce Township with the serve, Lingus, and going back. Wow. No one said it'd be easy besides John at it. And double hit right there by Zach Myers. 2 points away. Top to the 11. 23, the shot right there. And just managed to get on in right there. They're going to say it tipped. I think it might have stayed in, but the matter of the fact is that it was tipped in. So whoever lands is irrelevant. Getting some hiccups right there. And that's going to land on in. ACE, 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 ace. Some good moral victory right there for Pierce Township. They're going to need anything. They need to get back into this game. Pierce Township. So we want to be looking back on if they can win. If we won, I burn the tapes on if they lose. A top kick. Block it right there. They can't bring the donuts. Excellent setup by Trinity. And here we go. Match point, the first one of the night. Just got to clear your head. It's 0-0. Or maybe you want this to be match point. Whatever happens, here's the serve. Here it goes. Up top for Doomer. Klein sets it up. Doomer just tips on over. They can't get the dagger right there. So the dagger is going to have to delayed. Pierce Township hopes it never comes. Some substitutions coming in. I mean, just 4 points only as you need to get back into this game and extend your life in this game. As the 18-town style for the freshmen going to come on in. And just going to calm it down. Just going to force marks right there. And that's game right there. Not the way Pierce Township wanted to end on, especially the freshmen. All love right there for the boys in whites. So the boys in blue are going to come out. This one Trinity, 15-10 in the fifth set. Pierce Township was down to 2-0. It's something that they're going to need to keep on doing for the rest, just never giving up. But very unfortunate that they weren't able to close this one out. But Trinity, very thankful as they're going to go happy. So Pierce Town will fall 2-3 and 1-2 at play at home. So we'll see you next time, PGC7. I'm Joey Spiegel, signing off.